Hey everyone, so as you saw, I decided to make another cinematic introduction to a camp that I built. As you can see, it is pirate themed. It's a pirate ship. Hopefully you all enjoyed that introduction. I loved your all's feedback, by the way, on my previous cinematic introduction that I did on the spaceship. You guys gave me amazing feedback. Appreciate that, y'all. But yeah, here's what I got going on with this pirate ship. I guess first, let me go ahead and show you the frame of it, just in case you may want to replicate this for yourself. I used barn half walls and a lot of roofing on the bottom to give it more of that boat look, as you can see. And then I used barned windows for the lower deck area. By the way, I guess while I'm showing you this, if you do find this enjoyable and would like to see more cinematics over some camps that I build, please consider taking a little bit of your time and leaving a like. The support is greatly appreciated and very motivating to keep this going. But anyways, as you can see for the back here, I decided to give it a little bit more definition by extending it out a little bit instead of it just being flat on the back. I just felt like just having it straight flat in the back would make it look a little off. Also, I did the same thing in the front. So yeah, that's the frame of the boat. I guess I should show you where I placed this at, in case some of you may be wondering for yourself. Okay, so from Vault 76, it's located all the way over here next to the Thunder Mountain power plant. As you can see, I got it placed right here. Okay, so now I guess I should explain how I got my camp here floating on the water. It's all because of this boat right here. This is what allowed me to get my camp this far in the water. Of course, you can't place your camp in the water itself. So you're gonna have to find something that's floating, or maybe some land that's extremely near the water that you're trying to build your boat on. You're gonna have a little bit of building room to build a ship in the water, of course. Anyways, and then once I got my camp placed, I just went under the water and placed a foundation here with the staircase. Now I had to rearrange this foundation a few times until I got the staircase right above the water, where I can still place an upper floor. You can't place upper floors when they're in the water, so you're gonna have to get the staircase just right to make it seem like the ship's just floating on the water. So yeah, this is the entrance to the pirate ship. A lot of people just jump on into the ship because they have marsupial, but for the ones that don't have that mutation, there's an entrance right here. And it's pretty handy too. I can just simply collect water right here and then go over to this brewing station that I got downstairs. This is the bottom half of the boat. The living quarters, basically. So I guess I'll go ahead and show you back here first. In case you're wondering about these used to be in an atomic shop. I'm not exactly sure if they still are. I don't think they are. But yeah, as you can see, this is a skull totem. Yeah, just thought I'd explain that real quick. Also, here's my bathroom. I got a rad shower above the bathtub, just in case some people want to get rid of their rads that they may have gotten from coming into the ship. I personally like my rads because I'm rocking a bloody build. Also right here, in case you're wondering about this is the fancy bar flipped around. It actually makes a nice little piece in your bathroom if you don't have the sink or anything. And this is the Mothman Cultist desk lamp. I feel like it went with this theme well once again. A lot of the Mothman Cultist stuff, now that I think about it, fit pretty nicely with the pirate theme. Anyways, yeah, that's the bathroom. I really like how it was done. By the way, I had a lot of help from my buddy Mystic Storm 9431. She helps me out a lot with decorating. A lot. So yeah, anyways, right outside of the bathroom here, we got like a little armory area where the crew would work on their weapons or whatever. I also tried to stick with the theme here by using like harpoon guns, black powdered weaponry, pole hooks, and even swords on display cases. I tried to keep with the pirate theme as much as I could. But guess going further back here, got the fusion generator. And inside here is the bottom half of the deck where I used the barn windows at. As you can see, they're half walls. It's the same thing on the other side as well. Which, by the way, real quick, in case you're wondering how I got the roofing here connected to the bottom deck of the ship, I had to make the upper deck first and then add a half wall below the upper deck, and then I could connect the roofing down to the bottom. You can't just straight connect the roofing from the bottom deck. You have to start from the upper deck and work your way down. It can be kind of tricky, I'll be real with y'all, but hopefully that explains how to do this formation. Anyways, now let's go ahead and get out of this part of the boat and head back over here to these rooms. These are the bunks for people to sleep in the ship. And the reason why I chose bunk beds is because that's how I could get the most amount of beds in each room. I feel like it'd give that vibe off that more people were on board on this ship. Moving on, I'm going to try to keep this straightforward. This is the dining area. As you see on a display shelf, I got all things that you would typically see in a kitchen. A clean coffee tin, some sugar, a teapot, a toaster, a bread box, etc. You get the point. I got a refrigerator right here, right next to a chemistry station, cooking stove, and a brewing station, of course, because this is pirate theme. And we know pirates love their brew. Well, most of them anyways, according to Pirates of the Caribbean. Jack Sparrow is absolutely obsessed with alcohol. Also, I love placing my cooking stove next to the chemistry station because it adds a sink there. I feel like it flows nicely together. That's the reason why in most of my builds you always see a chemistry station next to the cooking stove. Which, by the way, speaking of Pirates of the Caribbean, that movie actually inspired a little bit of that introduction. That's the reason why we had the people invading the ship wear the cultist outfit. We were imagining them being like the cursed crew that's in Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know. Once again, I hope you all enjoyed it. It does take a lot of time to put together. A lot of retakes. But anyways, we added some bones on the walls as well. These are located in the defense category in your build menu. They're supposed to be like an alarm, but instead we used them as a decoration. We got a Mirelurk claw right there as a wall mount. And these torches, some of you might be curious about them. These are a part of the Mothman Cultist bundle deal back in the day. As you can see, they are Mothman Cultist wall torches. I'm not exactly sure if these are still sold in the Atom shop or not, but these look really nice with this pirate ship theme, I felt like. Once again, a lot of the Mothman stuff flowed nicely with this theme. But yeah, this is like a dining area right here for the person serving up the alcohol. We got Mystic Storm not only serving the alcohol, but drinking it at the same time, because that's what a pirate would do. That's what a pirate would do. I feel like this looked pretty nice too. The death claw inside the American flag. I don't know. I thought it looked pretty nice. Also for the lighting, if you haven't noticed, we chose oil lighting. And we kept the walls just regular because, I don't know, we just felt like it looked better than using wallpaper. Feels, I don't know, kind of more immersive in a way. Also, speaking of immersion, we got everyone around in here dressed as pirates as well while I'm giving the tour, which I thought was pretty cool of them to just chill and hang out while I'm doing this. There's another Mothman Cultist torch. And this was a pretty unique design right here. We used the wall mount antlers with the candle lighting. I think it blends pretty well. But yeah, that's what's going on in the bottom deck. Now I'm going to go ahead and take you all to the top deck, which I used the Nuka-Cola staircase with the Nuka-Cola door. You know, the secret Nuka-Cola vending machine door. And both of these came within one bundle deal in the Atomic shop. Which, by the way, you can still currently purchase this in the Atom shop. And I highly recommend this purchase. I highly recommend getting this Nuka-Cola secret door. It just, I don't know, it's just so cool. You can make so many interesting designs with this Nuka-Cola vending machine door. And it actually looks pretty good. Like, it can fool some players that don't know about this door. And at the moment, this is limited time. New players that come on board within the Wastelanders DLC, I could see this potentially juking out a lot of, you know, the new players. Anyways, yeah, this is what's going on the top deck. Got a siren here, which this thing can be absolutely annoying, but I felt like it went with the pirate ship. Guess now I'm gonna go ahead and take you onto the very top. I got a Raiders flag in the very back of the deck because I just feel like pirates are kind of like Raiders in a way. They're the most similar, I feel. Also, we got the captain here, steering. And how we made the steering wheel, we actually used a spinning wheel with a conduit. Believe it or not, it actually worked out. I feel like it gets the point across anyways. I mean, when I first come up here and see this, I think of that this is the steering wheel. I don't know. We worked with what we could. But yeah, as you can see, it's the spinning wheel with the power counter. A very good combination to create the steering for the boat. Okay, and as for the sails, this was also a very tricky design, so I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick on how to do these for yourself. They really help your boat feel more like a boat. So as you can see down here, we're going to have the post set up on where you're going to be having the sail at. That's the first thing you want to do. And then you want to make this set up right here. You want to have some upper floors above the post, as well as some more upper floors directly above the upper floors that you just placed. Well, I guess placing those is depending on how tall you're going to be making your sail. But anyways, first thing you want to start off with are some wall full slants. And then you want to connect these to the bottom of the upper flooring that you just made. You'll be deleting those, by the way, later. These are just so you can get the sail to work. And then you just want to place a wall in the center of those full slants. And then add some more walls as well on top of them. As you can see, that's the start of it. And keep in mind, you want to make sure that the walls are connecting to the bottom of the upper floor. Because as you can see here, I wasn't able to delete this upper floor because the wall was connected to the top of it. So yeah, in order to get it to work, I had to make another upper flooring on top and then connect the wall to the bottom of it. And then once you get all of that completed, you can then delete all of the upper flooring. Then after that, you can add the cherry on top, which is just to give it a better formation instead of it just being super square-like. You can add arches on each side at the very top, as well as a half wall slant in the center. And then voila, you got your massive sail. Anyways, yeah. Now let's go ahead and go into the captain's headquarters here. So once again, sticking with the theme, got some swords up in the back of where the captain would be chilling at. Got a tinker's workbench in here with a black powdered blunderbuss above it. That's a massive hand cannon. And in here's like an armory, some black powdered weaponry as well in here, of course. And over here I got some ores. Gold ore, ultracite, crystal, and uranium. Also, I love the way these chairs look too, for the pirate theme. I feel like it really blended well with it. And on the display case in the captain's quarters, I got, of course, a sea captain hat, an undamaged trifold American flag, house teapot, vintage Nuka shine, because pirates, a clean globe, because, well, they have to have some sort of navigation, as well as a restored desk fan. So yeah, that's what's on the display case. Once again, this is how it's set up, right when you walk in. And in case you're wondering what's on this weapon rack, this is actually a pretty rare weapon. I'm going to go ahead and show you this. It's called the meteoric sword. It's a rare version of the Chinese officer sword, and it's a possible reward from the load bearing event. Also, there's a very slim chance that this will spawn in containers during the breach and clear event. So yeah, that's how you get this in case you're a weapon collector. This is a unique named Chinese officer sword. And it looks pretty nice on weapon racks. It looks like it is extremely hot. So yeah, that's the captain's quarters, and over here is where the captain would sleep at, which this is also pretty cool to use on beds like this. You can have two people sleep in the same bed if you use the sleeping bags. And also it kind of gives a cover look too. So yeah, that's the captain's quarters. Now let's go ahead and go out to the deck. Out here, there's quite a bit of details that help make this pirate ship feel more pirate-like, such as these broadsiders that we put on heavy weapon stands. This created a cannon look. Also, I gave these cannons some leverage by utilizing these small tables at the bottom here so they'd be able to aim over the railing. It really gives off that cannon look for a ship. And in the middle here, it looks like we got like an ammunition box for them to load up. Anyways, yeah, that's this side. And on the other side here, we had to add where people have to walk the plank. We had to add the plank. We just had to. And we had to use it too in the cinematic. So, as you saw in that introduction, we caught one of those cultists that managed to take out one of our pirates. And, well, we made him walk the plank. And then we killed him. And he fell right off the plank. We also have another heavy weapon stand over here with a broadsider on it. Not two on this side though, just one. Still, I feel like the plank helps balance that out. And we added a statue at the very front. Feel like it looked nice there. And also some harpoon guns in the very front as well. Because someone that plays Sea of Thieves was telling me that they have harpoon guns in the front of the ship. So I just went with it. Added these in the front. I thought they did look pretty nice. Also, on the sides of the ship, we added some defense towers too. And for the front sail, I made it look smaller than the one on the back. I did the same scenario too to make it, in case you're wondering how I got this sail to work. But yeah, I guess that's it. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. I would love to know what you all would like me to try to make next. I'm going to start taking in suggestions over camp builds. I think that'd be pretty cool to keep this series going. So throw some ideas at me, guys, and I'll try to replicate it into the game. I think I'm going to be trying the Pridwin Brotherhood of Steel ship sometime in the future, because someone did recommend that when I was showing off the spaceship build. But yeah, I guess that's wrapping up this video. Hope you all found this enjoyable. If you did, consider taking a little bit of your time and leaving a like. The support is greatly appreciated and keeps me motivated to do these camp-themed builds. I'm out of here though, everyone. Thanks for taking the time, watching, and listening. Until next time, peace.